Добрый день. Продолжаем играть.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
The place looks the part. There's graffiti everywhere and the traffic jam behind you is completely unregulated.
Of course. What can I help you with? Me? I am just a gardener.
She hides it well, but behind the sweat and dirt there is something else in her rigid posture.
Is there?
The quickness of the reply certainly does not prove you wrong.
I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence. She realizes she's about to criticize your work, or lack thereof.
Yes, it smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale.
Salts? Ammonium salts. Perhaps useful for later.
Of course. Where to? What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
No problem.
She's very well composed. Back straight.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Really? None. Maybe just a tiny bit. She must be very diligent about the glove use, because her hands are clean and delicate. Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like the soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
10-10.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Under the green Prime Line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Change of plans. Her number.
Yes, hold on. Her number is 0051.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Just wait. Relax.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out.
На свидание.
No question about
Сто
it.
пудов. Будет. Да.
No, absolutely not.
Ну блин.
That came so fast, you can't but wonder what else she would be good at. Baseball? Ring-a-bell quiz shows? Catching keys in the air? Petting an angry cat?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why not?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone. You know whom.
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words.
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay? What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's none of your business.
God, why can't you just mind your own business? She mutters.
I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again. No, not me. No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse. No one calls the police. The Union would get angry. You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Garbage.
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
I don't know what to tell you, officer. I didn't call you because I didn't want to get in trouble with the others. Yeah, go on. I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. Just made me want to quit. the stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. It was a pretty bird, there since I started working in whirling. I really liked her. You call her...
There's genuine sadness in her voice.
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you... well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant. And I don't want... And then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy. And no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco, too. And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen.
Так вот где мои документы мои.
I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself. The ones I had to wrench out of your toilet. Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do.
She's worried she might have accidentally done something bad. Then she remembers it.
Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them, not mine.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened. All sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock. Yes, that's the one you like to sing along to the most. The later it got, the more that one came on.
Interesting. You still have to find a copy, though, before you can blast it.
Wait, really? No, this is absolutely not true. No, I was actually flattered. I've always liked him.
There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. I should have told him, maybe. Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a second, officer.
Ten 2, 10-5. This is 41st, come in.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box. The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4 message received. 10-5 relay message. What's your status? 10-18 state your message, sir. 10-9 over. 10-4 message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22.
1022, the captain. This sounds bad. Bad.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieux, sir. Over. You mean your partner? Over.
What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
I'm his goddamn partner.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Vitmar, sir. Over.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge? Who lost his badge?
Some
Dick
балаган.
fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would defend yourself immediately. They're laughing at you.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him, and
Oh god damn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be...
Satellite Officer Vitmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station.
Mullen dicked us.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his...
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Person was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
Hit them with a comeback.
Negative, sir. Over. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
Sergeant Person wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
Don't sweat it, Bratan. You don't need a gun to have fun. We can still have fun. It's not all over.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Lying over the phone, it's easy. Just say it like it's the truth. And then it becomes it.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance? Over. Okay, 10-4, sir.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over. Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, the small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What happened is my partner made contact, and it's not good. He's lost his badge.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his...
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk.
Yeah, Mac's right. That was some gnarly...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on...
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Cold and heavy, like truth. You feel useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, lock, it's robust, weatherproof and well made. Police lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. Clutch disengaged. Release the handle. Clutch drops. Right foot yearns for the familiar touch of the accelerator pedal. You have synced with the machine's mechanical circulation. You feel an uninterrupted connection to the mechanics. After a while, you realize silence is your only answer. Do what you... Of course it's only in your head. Of course it is. But it almost feels as if the clutch handle is gently squeezing back. The smell of freshly treated leather, the lack of dirt and dust on the dashboard, and a neat little brush in the cup holder, all seem to be good, cherished and cared for in the hands of a tending at the bottom of the sea. So strange. The machine is not on the bottom of the sea at all. It's right in front of you, well kept. Why did it say that? A dark feeling. This is going wrong. Let go of the clutch. The handle is pulled back. Somewhere deep inside the drivetrain, the disc is made. In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
Где-то тут плащ был. От дождя. Ладно, пойдем с трупом разберемся.
This Post Lavanturier mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffiti. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102. The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also. The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, and then suddenly you see it. Over all the other graffitos, someone has, using the tip of a very sharp knife, This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanent. The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Probably some kids.
A simple but clever solution to ruining a coin-operated viewer. It took ingenuity. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side. That's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Around the large wooden building you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
There was a revitalization project in '49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick. They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Everard Clare, the union leader. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here. We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
Не будем тратить деньги, они нам еще пригодятся.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Books? Postcards? Easy. Even a kid would know all of this. Don't be a fool. As an expert, it's your duty to tell what you know to everyone.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now. Okay, sir, I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance and biographies of famous people.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
Kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly, but we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir. Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
Did someone say sneak around in the cellar? We should do that.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
Эктоплазма.
No such thing.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals. And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Не знаю, полицейский для себя.
What's that mean? And everything's better now, sir?
Да.
That's great, sir. More about books, maybe? Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
But it does make the famous people more famous.
They're all dogs.
Okay, sir. It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir. It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process, or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the Revolution. Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end. Maybe some about other books? No, sir, I can't. It would be too tiring to refrain from it. It's already tiring enough to remember to say it all the time. It's nice of you to say I could stop, though. That's a friendly enough face, most of the time.
Welcome to Crime, Romance and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, in the shape of what looks like a tongue. Her face looks powdery and painted from all the makeup.
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl? Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's not—
Denial is the way she copes with criticism. The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? See those shelves there? Go.
Quietly, she mutters to herself. He isn't doing what he's designed to do. Isn't the spell working?
Huh? Nothing. No one's cast any spells of compulsion to draw in customers. Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves. She only wants you to buy the goods. She doesn't care about the book.
Truth be told, not really. My sister brings in most of the goods. I'm sure it's all very literary stuff with well-written prose. But you don't learn about the important things in life from fabricated stories. I provide a valuable service. As long as people buy books, I'm fine. The truth is available if you just know where to look, and you have to open and free your mind to understand.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity.
What in God's name is she talking about? Doesn't feel like it's thriving. Feels ghostly. A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by
wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda. Braubritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family? It certainly feels like whatever you are will die with you.
Don't be so hard on yourself, sir. You just need to clean up a bit. And technically, friends are a bit like family. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though.
An endless variety of source books, law books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is there's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, books in a board game section. Who wants to read books? There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastic. That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting. Nonsense for anemic Beano-clads.
Ладно, нам это не интересно.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of... This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ozon, Laurentide, Fas Alamir, archipelagos, North Arcade Islands. All just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou, in a bookstore, radiating outwards from you, the suzerain Revachol. With a radius of 80 kilometers, still, the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible. You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vimandu, on archipelagos, lost little pearls of light. Tiny. 850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. Coudon, it's somewhere to live, not bad. Then there's Jamrock, it's bad. People shouldn't live there, but it's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait, there it is, north of Jamrock. The strip of coast next. No, Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain falls on its slick black streets. And then there's the burnt out quarter. No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it. Draw. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial...
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
You peek at the storekeep, waiting for her to be distracted. When she's not looking, you're now the proud owner of a map of Martinez, which, to be honest, did not eat. This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dunn. These three things are very important to the working class. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have. Various paranatural books still litter the shelf.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for... I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh, no.
The plaque on the shelf reads, "Biographies of famous people." You will attain a place on this shelf one day, or die trying. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, "High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers." Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting. Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a run-down drug den.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long.
She understands she has erred against the customer and immediately...
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce. I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, a very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order. Perhaps for a layman, deep analysis is necessary to peel back the
Do her words seem vague and abstract to you?
Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine...
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
Да, чё украсть?
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Crime fiction is a disgrace. And asinine, these books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up. Furthermore, they have no idea how hard it is to... What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't... You see, Dick Mullen on the job. Get me Mullen. The stalwart adventures of Richard P. Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the clock tower. Oh no, turns out he faked it to solve a case. Yes, there's also the dame who did it. Farewell, my Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The more tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen. Come on, this is not the way real police solve crimes. The real police are some 20 kilometers away.
Come on, Chester. Tell the story again.
Again? Man, I tell that one at least once a month. It's not that interesting.
The fuck it is. And these guys haven't heard it. You see, Chester here...
Gosh, why?
A very fucking dangerous case, ain't that right, Chester?
Yeah, sure came close. Alright, so I was tailing this guy called Francis the Shoe.
After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen? Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, A Worn Paperback from Dick Mullen's classic Hard-Boiled Phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence. Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals? Then this is the book for you.
Нет, не будем. Что у нас тут? Подвал?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange...
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
She's right. Those curtains give off some eerie vibes. Better not mess with it. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing... This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams. Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine eye. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fishhead charm at this time. Be wary of those mysterious ornaments from the Dark Isles. Do you realize what's out there? Upon the mist-shrouded islands of Ile de Fantôme in Seminine, eerie pygmies and wild shamans practicing unnatural mysticism. They lurk in the tropical pearl of Seminine, casting strange magics on everyone. Ignore the curtains, or suffer the consequences.
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books?
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop...
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
Это место зовет меня, манит. Сохранить нельзя, да?
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
Нет, мы не сдадимся.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the...
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you just...
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. Lies. Rip them open, we say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Давай поговорим сначала. Что там?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be...
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't slept in half yet.
It's just for decoration. Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed. Just like Annette said. They don't pull. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains. Take it easy. You've broken her resistance. Pushing her further will gain nothing.
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Паранатурально.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was
Sounds familiar.
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous. It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words. Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough. Oh, this! No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people. Doesn't seem like the spell is working. There are no customers around except you.
Sir, I am well educated in the commercial and esoteric arts. I know what to do and what to avoid. Discount my wares? I can see, sir, that you don't. Besides, this would only tempt the phantoms of doom. They can sense the desperation, you know. Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away.
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
Да, я парадетектив.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before. You're no para-detective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so...
You look like one. Hey now, hey. You need the booze to focus. The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. Go ahead then, rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
Спиритический, очень похоже.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
Семенинская кровь.
Oh my! I should have known. You do have that wild man look. But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us. If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it? Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney? Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there.
Только там не занимается.
Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind... Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the...
Unbelievable darkness and ruin. What do you discover? Probably just some office space.
Конечно, вперед! Вперед!
You see a set of tattered... You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Oh!
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Only an echo. No one. A hollowed-out, dark echo. After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door... You feel the tiny hairs on the back of your neck rise up, as if someone... An uneasy knot forms in the pit of your stomach. Outside, the wind howls in from across the bay. The building at Rue de Saint-Ghislain stands. A panicking woman squeezes the pendant around her neck until it leaves a mark inside her palm. A man, a few meters away, stands frozen.
Вот, ничего страшного. Блин, записывал, звук такой тихий был у микрофона. В какую-то берлогу попал. Это качалка.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar?
Легендарно поднять штангу.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then. It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed...
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against just a memory from another life. When you were young and fit.
Давай. Сейчас мы пол проломим.
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is a chill. A warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbell to... Hey, but you're still in a ghost house. What if someone heard this?
Good technique.
Так, нужно поговорить с этим, с напарником, да?
What is this place?
Переключение.
No, it's a gym. Though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your...
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, an eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on.
Ничего, мы тут найдем призрака сущности в дымоходе. Так, нет, сначала сюда.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here. Look, the skis and rotorblades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other. That's a good question. Reality is ruthless.
Ты что взял-то? Производственный график. Узловой блок памяти.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream.
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning? Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably some aliens. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian.
This is a human interface. A retired person sitting behind a switch.
Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? The filament you have inserted into the reader. Yes. Is that the production schedule? Good. Please repeat the password.
Password? Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator. You should ask her for a hint.
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Still no. I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder Fortress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel,
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password? Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something. Don't worry. Passwords have a way of.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Fortress accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are talking. One moment. Fortress accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games.
That's not bad.
Any other questions? Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play. Nothing happens.
Так, значит, на пароль нужен. Может, здесь где-нибудь есть?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sun. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies? You should adopt one of those welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man. One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged. The hull door The Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures.
Один из фэльвов просто нацист.
Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Political commentary. That one has a great beard too. Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone. The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way. Like eggnog, a pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe." This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. Everyone is constantly teetering on the edge of the abyss, an abyss of production. These squares look orderly, but beneath so much pain. Back pain, neck pain, headaches, carpal tunnel, chest pain. No gym membership can make up for working. Minimi stands for a mini meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and heat. The full text reads, "Heat death of the universe is the new black." Another note says, "Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doom." This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic. History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. Perhaps the web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station. Looks like a surveillance program. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap. Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency. Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad. All of this is gone. left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could...
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No.
Где пароль? Что за РПГ? Эй, куда? Портал в ад.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. This ice bear is a hyper carnivore. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun. The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. You pocket the note, and the little fridge magnets keep...
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrap. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
Somewhere in the past, it's summer. 5-year-old Fifette lets go of her mother's hand, change jingling in her pockets as she hops towards the ice cream stand right across the plaza. As she makes her way to the market stall, the girl starts crying. A ferocious ice bear is guarding the fridge. Her mother rushes to soothe her, but Fifette doesn't want ice cream anymore. She just wants to go home. The ice bear stares at them as they leave the...
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Кто это взял?
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Soif.
Someone who owns a radio computer? My guess is as good as yours, officer.
Which is to say, not very good.
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes. Some local miscreant, probably. There are tons of them running around in Martinez, ready to stir up trouble. We usually dispatch our... I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez. With direction, your finger moves through the various streets. Across route, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the map tab.
Okay, what do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? No, that's not it. I think...
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
Through call-in stations, none of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremony.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked. Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interisolary game before. We just don't have the technology. Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real, immediately. This game is too good.
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but... Yes, especially in here. Okay, let's keep moving.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache. There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs, rummaging around. Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye, a bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, an old Bell-McGrave rifle, Revolutionary era, prized for its reliability more than its accuracy. The rest are probably Bell-McGraves too, just too Take it. You're a police officer. Police officers carry.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence.
He likes this find. This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood. It's all gone now. you'll never become a poet. Or, what better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar? You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get it. No, this is going to need something else, some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it. If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab in your
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand crank. The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid's simple. You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advance. I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker.
Это монтировка.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. An electric sizzle. The room is something close to you dies with.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now.
Зачем нам подключать? Может, она остынет?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churn. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your child. It's all gone now. You'll never become a... What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat?
No. Ух ты. Так, а это куда? Интересно.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons. East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial area. An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Please don't do that. Doorbells are not toys, and this one isn't even working properly.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Ясно, нам на обратном идти. Мы еще не все обшарено.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of ag.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are.
What are you doing? Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs. You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected, but malignant entities don't.
Always has to be the skeptic, this man. Then what was the chatter you heard? A lush layer of coal now covers your skin. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint. Three dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul.
What are you doing? Please wipe your face clean, officer.
No, you're a proud warrior. Keep it. These 3 stripes give you strength in this dangerous realm. It would be foolish to remove them.
And this protects you. Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Just pointing out, this is not traditional Seminese war paint. No idea where you got it.
Так, ну кричать мы не будем. Мы сейчас наверх сходим, посмотрим, что там. Так, этот я отключил, да, и что?
The bear's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge, slowly melting. The power has been cut off.
Ага, тает лед. Значит, и тот сейчас холодильник растает. Морозильник, точнее. Пока наверх сходим, посмотрим, что тут. Тут же мы не все облазили вроде, да? Да.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room. This must be where the entity lives. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here. What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens. Still nothing. No one. Those curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now.
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there. Maybe we can try yelling into the furnace downstairs.
Ага. Крутка. Так, здесь ничего-то. Пароль, где пароль?
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. The speaker comes to life.
Good afternoon. Doctor, please repeat. Is this good? Please repeat the password.
Да блин.
Received.
Don't worry.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else? Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are... The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Ладно.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths.
Hello?
You've awakened the entity, and it's a woman. Of course. The malicious entities are always women.
Фрагменты торговой зоны.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain.
After you, officer.
Так, ладно, что там этот? Растаял, не растаял, там лед.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Открываешь, идет понемногу оттаивает. И когда мне?
Turning the crank, it's all gone now. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than...
А если красный... красный не получится. Что это тут у нас? Подземелья и драконы тут играют, что ли?
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking. Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk. I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like... This person means you or no one else. Absolutely no harm. She will answer freely, no falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything.
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field.
She doesn't let it show, but there's anger in there. She doesn't like...
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there. Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players is...
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items. She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here. The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire. She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her for...
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
This person values focus above all. She keeps her sharp sight on the instruments before her.
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting up.
She nods.
Anything else, officer? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. Does it mean she's unlawfully occupying a part of the house?
Creative.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow? All right, but it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Брат, негативная энергия.
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet some...
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
Сговор. По-любому.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Продолжаем играть в ту игру, да?
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity. Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Мир такой загадочный.
Is it now? I've always thought it's a rather mundane and boring place with no supernatural surprises inside. Well, if you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, let me know.
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we... Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her. A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
Didn't we already talk about this? What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart.
This doesn't make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from? And what? Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces. She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
Do you know what this is? It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
Закинуть дымохода. Проклятие существует.
It wasn't just a jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney? Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world. But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer. More or less, are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind. Rats scuttle in the dark rooms under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins. Cobwebs cover rotors and radio
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you. A bit of experimenting every now and then. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
Я вообще не думаю про четко, потому что волосы сами растут.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet. It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime. A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
You should have known it.
Кстати, бы раньше.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around. Oh, this one's a mess. there used to be a company that promised. Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing.
What's the snuff, Milia? Trust me, you don't want to know.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway, and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that. As if it's just another piece. What does she mean to get off on it?
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
But what drugs exactly?
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
Even you can probably do better than that. You can almost see it. A small, sickly old man, hunched behind his work desk, his pants stained with old piss, stuffing a sad, stiff-legged raccoon dog. The entire scene looks tragic.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came. The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently, chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection. Really? Anyway.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
Люблю мух.
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is. The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in... I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house.
They were just the props. Why return them? Maybe you could make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them getting...
That's understandable. Fantasies are serious things. The mind is the drawing board of his...
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal. The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand...
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new business. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important. Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
And so is producing something extraordinary.
Something strains her face before she looks up again.
Anything else? Oh boy, the fabled Revo Show ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand. And they already had the bear. The bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice. Eventually, Ravishell Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges. You did what?
Что самому стать медведем?
I can see the stripes. That bear was one mighty mammal. The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherion.
Sounds cool. Scary, but cool.
Megatherion, a mega wild beast. It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land. The horrific necktie tightens around your neck, strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
Час проводник.
Right. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Little sparkling embers under the window. Outside it's light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the...
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion. The one with an empty name card. It's the last one in the list. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work. Sure, I'm listening. I'm pretty sure it's... Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else? I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things. Of course. Tell me what you have in mind. I think I have just the right one for you.
Police colors.
Not the most original, I know, but sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best. Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it. You overthink it. Your hands can't agree what to do, and the two dice drop to the floor and scatter in opposite directions, like pearls from a broken string. The blue one disappears down the pit in the center of the room.
Ah, down the drain, like your career. I apologize, officer. That comment was unnecessary. That one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay. The other one was the inverse. They were a set, you see, but now the set is broken. It's a shame. They might have brought you luck. You definitely need luck in Martinez.
Так, блин.
Is she pitying you? Good God, she's...
Now, was there anything else?
Вот жопа. Ты неуклюжий мешок говна. Может, она внизу? В подвале?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace. A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts. It's dark and grimy here. The echo is so prominent.
What are you doing? Wait, really?
It feels safe to know this sounded real. Bent metal. Broken glass. Your path lies. You are the destroyer. The bane of inanimate matter. Look, there's a discarded milk carton on the floor. Why don't you destroy that, too? You're right. That's definitely not the behavior of a destroyer.
Так, если загрузить... Нужно 2 камушка. Вот, блин. Заново все проходить. А давай.
Your flashlight, some of the writing has faded with age. This, it looks at everyone. So mini stands for a mini-me. Your eyes glide.
Все тут облазят, да?
This old fire diagram, the whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic type. History classes, radio frequency, unclear. It looks like a cardio. You think so? Looks like they must have had massive ear width. Someone very important. The leader of a conductor for whoever this. A list of names. All of this. There's no.
My God. It says it. Exactly.
Nothing.
Так, это заберем.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. The filament slides out.
Okay. What do you think is going on? of that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace. Yes, that is the question.
Like he's ready.
It looks like
utter madness, he thinks.
Through Collins, then there's the...
His facet coordinating so many games.
Not to my...
Not.
But I don't think anyone has... Indeed.
Super cool. Some...
No idea. Indeed. It's ambitious, and yes... Okay.
Так, ладно. Пойдем в подвале, все обшарим. По-быстрому. Надо было сохранить.
You see, this ice, the bear looks oddly realistic. The lieutenant, a gust of the lieutenant takes a...
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are friendly. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Good question.
Somewhere in the past, it's summer. As she makes, her mother rushes to...
I know. What is even worse...
The fridge buzzes. You pocket the note. The note is written.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangent. Someone has scribbled. You'll find the filament memory with the...
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left. That's a plausible hypothesis. It belongs inside.
It's like the production schedule.
Some local miscreant, probably. There are tons of them. I don't know.
The worn map. Feet. Your finger moves. Finally. A few bricks have fallen off.
Seems like an old bed. There is, yes.
Your hand reaches deep into dark.
Are these any good?
Most of them are an old. Take it.
That's a rare sight. It means there are...
He likes this.
Так. А если сначала мы разморозим, отключим, точнее.
Two cables are plugged in an electric system. Something close.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his...
Сейчас это заберем. Так, монтировку взять.
This orange machine is turning the crank. It's all gone now. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen
Низкие шансы все равно. Ну ладно, пусть тает. Пусть тает.
A thick layer of... Looks like this furnace has a fate.
Looks like it. No one has used it in ages.
It's dark. The echo is so prominent.
What are you doing? Wait, really? Take your head out.
It feels safe to know that the lieutenant's got your back. This sounded real, not imagined.
You're right. The rooms do...
Always has... Then what was the chatter you heard? Something breaks...
Hello?
You've awake, and it's a woman. Of course. The militia...
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come.
You hear a low rumble upstairs.
After you, officer.
Размазываться мы не будем.
Yes?
Да ладно. Так, здесь мы точно все обшарили. Точно. Сейчас еще вот здесь. Так, все быстро сохраним.
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you try knocking? So what kind of...
Could this be that she's got a direct view to the backyard? You should interrogate her.
Yes, mostly they just teach you to swear in the... Then how did you get inside? I'm a novelty...
As she speak role-playing games? You know the one.
Very good. Take a look around.
It almost looks... This person means no falsehoods are present. She's a novelty.
Давай сразу карты
Tell
проверим.
me what you have in mind. I think...
Police colors.
Уточняйте. Помните.
Not the monster. Here, catch.
A beautiful woman tossing Mr. Smooth Moves.
Yes.
You snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
Oh, what are the odds? The red one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is...
She winked back at you. Can you believe it? You truly...
You definitely need luck in Martinez. Was there anything else? How did I become...
She doesn't let it...
Так,
Some of
ну
my friends
остальное
were
все мы
role
можем
players, not especially...
Some of those,
прощелкать
she's
быстро.
thankful for the security they provide her.
Nothing.
Who cares about the lieutenant?
Your window.
I'm sorry, detective. Well, during day...
She's hurt. She's not.
But I never saw anyone. I might have...
It's light here, but dark in the yard.
It's really hard to make...
This person values focus.
It's an odd profession.
She nods.
Anything else, officer? We're inside the... But when I arrived here...
Plaisance was... Does it mean she's...
Creative.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. It's just capitalism. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard it. Oh, right. But it's not just the books. You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east. And then there I've been here.
It's because... Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
What, so the curse only affects people with poor work ethics? What you're
The jig is up. The sheet time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out.
That's all she has to say on the subject. Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her. A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on...
Didn't we already talk? What are you talking about?
No. The old...
This does... Are you saying my business was... And what?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her... She starts laughing.
Do you know what this is? It's a mourning ring. I drove it into the ground within a... It wasn't just the jewelry. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned... Yeah. Or that's why people... It's like... But anyway... Thanks for more or less.
Oh, quite. Rats scuttle in the dark room.
Yes,
You wouldn't. A bit of It's not about the haircut.
I guess it just wasn't the...
It's
It wasn't
from a
nearly a
kind-
gem. A kind man. It didn't.
You should have. It's not real.
Eventually, the coalition... Oh, turns out...
Trust me.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. It's a sub...
Nothing changed. What does she...
Don't worry.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those... You mean Mr...
But what drugs exactly?
He got high on...
Even you can almost see it. A small...
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin, and you know, and, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. Actually, insects do have brains, but yes, I understand what you're saying. I think...
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies.
Anything else? They were made by... Honestly, I think it's quite fun. The usual, I imagine.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but I have no idea.
They were just... Maybe you could make a sword out of one.
Fortress accident.
She liked them.
They were an interesting...
That's understandable.
They certainly took their work the usual. They seem...
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
Yes, in the end...
She's right. Showing up to work on time.
And so is producing.
Something strange.
Anything else? Oh boy, the place was on...
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
There was really... and by...
Sounds like she really didn't.
Oh, but they did. And they already had the bait. Of course not. Eventually, Ravenshaw ICT lost the price war to its rival. Class A 5,000. Class A 5,000. So you did what? Ugh, of course they left it plugged in. Even in death, the berries costing them money. The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called...
Sounds cool. Scary.
Megatherion. It's an by telling you to...
A wise and the horrific necktie tightens around your neck.
Very good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Little spot outside its light.
Anything else? Another felt good. I hope it clarified things a bit.
Все. Теперь можно сохранить и возвращаться. Возвращаться к этой. Фонарик убрать надо. А чё мне это камни-то тут? Да. Ладно, пойдем. Что-то темно. Это что такое? Идет холм.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that... Yes, yes. How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us. But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity? A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
Нет, я просканировал ее ауру. Мапом. Сканер сети там нашел.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
Before you say anything, ask yourself. The narrative she's built herself, it does. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire. You've come this far. You know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
Wait, what? The entire economic system is cursed?
Capitalism.
This woman's not healthy enough to withstand this level of stress.
Мирная революция иммигрантов.
Another revolution?
Да, еще одна революция.
I understand what's going on here. You went in there, rummaged around, and accomplished nothing. It's okay. You don't have to. I was wrong to trust another person. I will manage this psychic calamity as I always have.
As she has to, every day. Maybe you were wrong. She's endured for at least 4 decades in this world.
Thank you for nothing. Please, do buy some books, or be on your way.
Wow. Total psychic collapse. There was never any other way this could have gone. Anger and loneliness keep this woman moving through the waking hours.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we...
The shop around you feels ancient suddenly, damp and saturated by the coastal air. The books are rotting. A great cold lives here, and there too. 12.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. Yes, the Simonees are very...
The woman before you.
Ладно, пойдем.
Hello, sir. How is the investigation going? Found any curses yet? Oh, that's great! I hope exciting adventures lie ahead. And maybe you can help Mother become less afraid.
Так, ладно. Думаю, на сегодня хватит. Сделаем перерыв. Позже продолжим.